All right, the Gasparilla Parade just a few days away now, and part of the fun, of course, collecting beads along the parade route.
And once the parade ends, you should know what to do with your beads. Every year, thousands of them make it into the bay, creating an environmental hazard. So let's go to meteorologist Amanda Holly, an avid boater, Amanda, for the science behind this plastic hazard and why it's so important to keep our waterways clean.
Yeah, good morning, guys. You know, these beads right here, so exciting, so fun for the whole family during the parade. Of course, we try and get as many as possible, but afterward, yeah, a lot of them do end up in the bay, and it is not out of sight, out of mind. Oftentimes, fish mistake them for food. These little beads, they can fall off and they eat them. And then the fish have a false sense of being full and eventually can die from lack of actual nutrition. If the beads aren't eaten by fish, they're not degrading, but instead breaking down into even smaller microplastics. These are tiny little plastic pieces that never actually go away. Instead, they release chemicals that are toxic to us and the environment.
Some studies are suggesting now that these chemicals and microplastics can actually bioaccumulate in the food web. So meaning as you increase up the food chain, like a shrimp to a bait fish to a grouper, the concentration of that toxin is also increasing.
Sheila Scalero is a scientist for the Tampa Bay Estuary Program. She says marine life can also get tangled in the beads, and not to mention the beads can get wrapped up in the prop of your motor if you're enjoying the bay. And yeah, that's a bad day for everyone. This year, you can take your beads to one of the Tampa parks and recreation sites to actually be recycled, Lee.
Great thing to do because you get so many of them. It's exciting. But then what do you do with them at the end, right? So I'm glad Tampa's doing that. Again, I think you can even do that, Amanda was telling me, starting on the 31st and going all the way through May. So get those turned back in so they can be recycled. And this is, of course, right along